And I'll just put you on. Right, look, I'm going to shut you down.
Yeah, I'm in. I can see it now. Nicola, why is it not recording though?
Well, welcome to the assets meeting. In the absence of a chairman, I suppose I'll have to request nominations for a chairman for the upcoming years.
I should like to do it.
You nominate yourself.
Well, unless he does.
On the move.
The only reason I'm saying that's just it is assets as well as open space. You know, I think we've got a lot of assets that we now need to the barn is a classic. Someone's got to push that. It's just gone nowhere at the moment. Anyway,
It's not going anywhere, Graham.
sorry.
The barn's not going anywhere.
God above now.
Almost 300.
I don't know. Someone's got to drive it anyway. So I should like to do that if that's acceptable. If
Right,
it
so
is,
David proposed.
Yeah.
Graham.
I'll propose Paul.
here we go. We've got a stalemate there.
Yeah, we are. Supposed to be here, Robin Stewart.
Zielinski,
Oh, he's away, isn't
and Beck.
he?
Some that's on the committee actually called this.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry.
He is, mate, yeah, he
Sorry,
is.
sorry, yes.
Who you vote for, Paul? You
So,
haven't been asked. You haven't participated.
I'm not participating, no.
Okay. So we adjourn.
I might just have to pop and get some advice because I've not been in this position before.
does it default to the mayor? Sorry, does it default to the mayor?
I think so, but I might just have to go and get confirmation if you're happy.
Start. So, this coming to you long.
Anybody want to be vice chair?
Have this one, something's happened like it came in the door. Oh, yeah. Who was chair last time?
Sure.
What was it?
Who was deputy last time? Was it on?
Pass.
Who was deputy?
Sorry about that. Paul will get an extra vote as mayor.
Somebody abstained, so.
He's abstained.
Abstained, so can you, it's not much use then, is it? Abstain again.
Who's saying?
We need to make some decisions here today. We need a chance today. Not next week, next month, next year.
I suppose I've got to vote for yourself, haven't I?
Yeah.
Sorry. What do you know about asset management, Paul? What do you know about asset management?
Matter, it's
It's in essence. It's the essence of the job. Paul doesn't do assets.
But he's been a councillor, he's been on Swaffington Council.
Doesn't do assets. That's an asset committee. And good luck with that.
We can do it, sure, and vote for Graham, I've proposed Graham's deputy.
There's no point being deputy, Paul. Doesn't do anything. You could be deputy.
Start again, John.
This is about assets. That's the key to my argument. And this next year, we've got a lot of assets to deal with. And you've got to have knowledge of how to manage assets, in my opinion, as chair.
You don't.
I don't think a vice chair is an essential role as long as you've
No.
got a chairman, so we don't have to have any vice chair.
So we happy with that, yeah? Do we have to share our hands or whatever?
No, you voted for yourself.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, congratulations.
I know you're thinking of. Well, that's a laugh, Lindsay, isn't it?
Think of that, Swaffham. has Stuart sent us apologies.
Graham.
So nothing.
All your advice, Graham, so
And the point, Paul, you have to drive it day to day, go to meetings.
I think in my position as mayor, I do drive a lot of these things and I've got my finger on the pulse of a lot of these things. They sometimes it's not always out in the open, but it is there in the background.
Confidence in you.
We go on to apologies for absence.
John Zielinski and Caroline Elevett.
The declarations of interest, any items on the agenda? No. During the meeting for public, we haven't got any public as far as I know. Receive the minutes of this is for the 27th of March. Has everybody had a chance to have a look at them? You agree with them?
No.
Graham? Okay.
That's actually incorrect. Graham Eade said that that he was impressed with the investments and refurbishments completed in the assembly rooms. He also said in various places that the workmanship was excellent. So perhaps you'd like to have a look at the quality of the workmanship. It's appalling. And secondly, in their lease, they have a requirement to decorate every 3 years. And if you look at this hasn't been decorated in the last 3 years, and the decorations are in an appalling state. The putty's falling out of the windows, the doors are cracked, the junctions are appalling. So I question the validity of that comment in that minute.
So we did the visual inspection.
Yeah, I know he did.
But I mean, that would have been helpful for you folks to have come.
Not without knowing the full details of what's gone on. I'm not going to go and look at something like that. Yeah.
They don't need to provide you all the external or the works that have been done. Yeah, have been carried out by a qualified contractor
Mhm.
and been signed off.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the invoice has been paid.
Mhm.
It's not the building committee's role to go round and inspect their work.
Oh, see. So we just look at selected bits, do we?
No, we
Oh,
need to make sure it's clean and tidy and that the decoration's in good order.
They're not. Okay. And that is why I'm saying this minute is factually incorrect. The decorations are in an appalling state. Should have been done years ago, but never have been. So that minute, I challenge it. I say it's incorrect.
So what, I don't understand what bits you're challenged, what parts of the,
Okay. That's one of the windows. Just the one I took.
is that the Buxton? Where,
That's the assembly rooms, the front facade.
okay.
The putty's dropping out. The whole thing's
So I don't think the windows were part of the scheme.
that's got nothing to do with it. You just said in here you were visually inspecting it
Okay.
for superficial things. Here's one. Then we've got another. You see more. This is the junction of the door frame with the render. It's a mess. And then you've got the doors themselves, cracked, not decorated, all the rainwater's getting in, it's going to add to the problems. So I disagree profoundly with that minute that it's looking in good condition. And I will then disagree with the reports that highlight what good condition it's in. They are not in good condition. And that's just the decoration.
So that would have been helpful if you had come for the visual walkabout.
It would help if you would have provided us with the details of the lease.
I gave you that,
No,
you
no.
everything you've asked for, Graham.
I'm talking, you haven't given us the specification for the work that they were told to carry out.
That was all that has been given.
No, it
That was
hasn't.
all put in the
No,
Dropbox and then Nicola resent it out again.
No, never had it.
Soon as you've the minutes that are as
Yeah.
as written, but you've come up with some things that you've noticed. So would it be a thing to have them points passed on to Iceni
No,
just to say this has been recognised since?
this is purely about the minutes, Paul. I mean, this minute will be in 5 years' time, will be a record of how that place stood, as will be these reports that have been produced. And all of them are actually incorrect.
Well, the only thing I can do.
That comment.
That's what I've got to agree with that. That's what he said.
So it's accurate then, isn't
That
it?
isn't accurate in as much as what he said is wrong.
Yeah. The only thing I can do then is ask for a show of hands for those that accept the minutes as they stand. Yes?
Yeah.
That's all I can do. So can we have a show of hands for those that accept the minutes as they stand? So.
You've done it. You've
Well, there's
done
only
it.
4 of us. You've got.
This is ridiculous.
It gets, it does. So
Absolutely
I
ridiculous.
assume you're going to propose them, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do we do in that case?
Chairman, you've got carrying.
Sorry?
Chairman, he's got the carrying.
He has. You've got to accept it. Simple as that.
Well, that's all I can do then is accept it. Sorry, but I understand where you're coming from, and I think, yes, then points should be passed on to Iceni to sort of comment on. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but but it's more complicated than that, Paul. But in essence, what we need to do as a group, which is what I was going to do, is to call an informal meeting where we all sit down and we come to an understanding of this lease. Because I think that the administration of that lease is fundamentally flawed and incorrect. And I keep banging on about it. And someone eventually has got to make a decision, like we've just done with these minutes. We've got to sit down and decide if we're going to revoke the lease or we're not. And then that's got to be formalised, because I keep pointing these things out. Which
The only thing I can suggest is we have that on an agenda item at the next meeting.
you see where I'm coming from? Either that happens along with that lease.
And perhaps we could ask a representative from ICs to come and answer some of the questions.
Yeah, but I think before we do that, we need to understand that we agree what the questions are. We don't want a situation like we've got here where our senior person sits there and you all vote to accept what they say if what they say is wrong. We need to understand our joint position and present our joint position via you now to my senior.
But going for that meeting, there was representatives from Iceni who walked around everywhere and they highlighted what had been done, what their plans are, what needs to be done.
There's no mention in any of these documents, and I take it that appendix 1, which you said is your appendix, that is in.
Yeah.
Right. There's not a word in there about redecorations. And when I go to Iceni's appendix, which is also appendix 1, curiously enough, there's no mention in there.
No, they're the same document, aren't they?
That's correct, yeah, but you said appendix 1 is yours.
And appendix 2 was
Yeah,
Iceni.
that's appendix 1 as well. That's not 2.
Is that mine?
No, that's the one signed. That's the one signed by Claire Cottrell.
Okay, that looked
It might be appendix 2. I put it in the minutes
Yeah.
this morning.
Let me have a look at this. Then I just actually got some. It was it's appendix. I've got that. It's appendix 2. Right. I've got that. Yeah, I've got it. Got it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't need it. We put it back. Right. So where we get, we're talking about the minutes at the moment, aren't we? So I'm getting
Well,
off the subject.
we've decided the minutes, haven't we? So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
move
this is an aside to the minutes. I would call it. I don't know what you've
Are
got.
you going to permit it to go on?
So are the committee happy that we ask for that to be an agenda item at the next meeting?
Yeah. Yes, but with us, we have to have an
So
agreed.
you don't want any representative from
Well, I
IC?
want us to have an agreed position. We may decide, Paul, and this is always been my question. If the councillors decide that they're happy with Iceni managing that and the lease is irrelevant, then that's what we agree. Let's get on and agree. Then I won't ever come back with another comment. But if we agree that the lease does apply, then there's problems with it.
So we need to really sort of have a good look at the lease as well then, don't we?
We need to have a meeting amongst ourselves to agree what our position is. That's all I'm saying.
So are you saying you want it within the bounds of this committee, or do you want this as a?
No, I think this, yeah, this or the full, I don't really care. Well, I just want
We'd have
to.
to go full council.
Full council, yeah.
Full council?
Everybody, yeah.
I'll go with
Yeah.
whatever you.
I'm not here for the next full council meeting, so I'll fail again.
Save it to July,
So it's only June.
Well, you need to be there because you're
Yeah,
the
I'm
one
driving.
raising it, really. So
Yeah.
About July,
Yeah.
or do you want it
Yeah.
done before then?
No, I'd like it
You
done
don't have
to,
to be there.
no, I'd like it done tomorrow. In inverted commas. I want this done. I want it done with. put to bed.
Well, I think that's as far as we can go with it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, unless we call a special meeting of this committee to discuss just that subject.
I think all councils need to.
I think so personally.
It's our building, and if there's issues with the building where they're doing what they want to do, and then we're looking at things and saying, well, we're not quite happy with what you're doing, or what you've used to do, what you've done,
Yeah.
like the roof,
Yeah.
for instance.
So yeah, but that doesn't comply with grade 2 listed building.
Exactly. So these issues are going to come back.
There are a lot of issues with that.
Upgrading the rainwater pipe, so on and so.
It hasn't.
Well, if you'd have been there, she could have explained everything about it.
It's still a point.
It's still a 4-inch pipe.
Yeah, that didn't need-
It's a 2.5-inch pipe.
Yeah.
Anyway, by the by. So what are we going to do about this, Paul? This is a question.
As I say, I think we either bring it to the next meeting or we have a special meeting. That's the, you agree with that?
I think we
Yeah.
need a special meeting here to start with, personally. That's our responsibility.
So are we saying that we have a special meeting with the clerk to set a date for a special meeting? Sometime
Before July the 12th, before June the 12th, if it's
before the
possible.
council meeting.
Yeah, well, I'm away on June the 12th. No, we've got the
There's no point in having if you're not going to
No,
be
mate,
here.
no,
is
I
there?
appreciate that.
And hopefully we-
The 12th.
Is that going to be an open meeting to invite all councillors along, or?
Yeah.
I think it should be.
What's that, mate?
Invite all councillors along,
Yeah, by all means.
not just the committee.
We need to agree a position.
Yeah, happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, let's move on. Sorry,
All right, you're all right.
we need to sort these things out. Let's get our thoughts in the open and get these things sorted out once and for all. There's no point in keep bashing them around the table all
No,
the
no,
time.
no. I've sent enough emails.
To receive the declaration of interest, we've done that one. During the meeting, public minutes, sorry, I'm catching myself up.
You're getting there.
Report on outstanding actions not included on the agenda. Have we anything, Leanne?
And just that the 4 benches have been received and Williams nuns. What?
Yeah.
That is,
Yeah.
I'll put that on the agenda.
Any comments on that?
No.
No. Nothing else?
No.
To receive and consider any assets, open space related issues with non-councillors. I don't think we've got any non-councillors, but we've got,
I've got a couple of points on that.
yeah, okay,
If I can raise them.
yeah.
Which I sent through. One is the state of the kiddies play area
Yeah,
on the
I
rec,
agree
which is
together.
a constant source of. Is there something that I know you can't open it, but could we at least clear all the weeds and stuff out? Okay, but it's fine. That's all right, that's fine. That's on the list to do, but
Yeah.
the thing is, we can't spend any money on it because we haven't got any. So what are we going to do then? What is this?
You're not in agreement, but with Crocus Homes, their small road development, instead of, because we're so near to Orford Road.
Yeah.
They are not going to put more play equipment in, so they're not agreed, but they're in talks about £200,000.
Yeah.
They area revamp of the under 8s area.
Is that public?
No, not yet.
So we can't mention it.
Oh, well, you can do that. We're in talks with the developer. But nothing that's-
Go on, bud.
Well, I had a meeting last week with a guy from Online Playgrounds, which we used to get some of our spares and repairs for the playground. He come round and he advised that obviously this has got to be a council and a committee decision that we emptied that play area because Shane padlocked up the whoever, I can't say you, so I don't know who it is breaking the padlocks, cutting the chains and whatever, and they're going in and they're, as you know, they're smashing the place up.
Yeah, I do.
They're ripping all the floor up.
They can jump over the
The
fence
boss-
quite easily as
Well,
well.
regards how they get in, the bottom line is if someone was to go in there and hurt themselves,
We're responsible.
well, that's not 100%, but that could go to some dodgy old church at the end of the day. You could say that we're responsible.
I think you
So his idea to me was, why don't you empty it? Why don't you take the swings off the take the chains and swings, leave the frame, take that castle, golden frame complex out. So you leave it, so there is basically is little just for flooring that they keep ripping up.
Is that something you could?
Well, that's something we can do, but I mean, we've got to have,
Full authority,
I
yeah.
do have to come from instructions.
Yeah, I assume that have to be a council, full council
No,
decision.
it'd be this.
We can make that.
We can make that decision, or you can make that decision now.
Well, I would say, I would think that's a good idea.
Well, just make it safe.
Well, that is,
So,
it's
Yeah,
ready.
and if you was to put a notice up there saying this is close to the redevelopment or.
Have no, the milk still passed today.
Yeah, but you know what people are like.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, right.
I mean, is the council as an organisation, the town hall, going to make an announcement about all this?
Well,
I think you ought to, because,
Yes, that perhaps a council, because we're getting a lot of Facebook.
you know, I'm sending them to you.
Yeah, I know, we do monitor it in every area. But somebody suggested a councillor or a mayor do a video blog, like public toilets, and saying what we've done, why we've done it.
Yeah. I don't
and
care
like
who
all
does
the
it.
area.
Don't care who does it, but I think we need to stop these people keep posting this on Facebook, because I know you can just say,
It's negative, isn't it?
yeah, I can just say blow it, we don't care, let them say what they like. But there's so many of them saying different things. That's a massive thing, that is.
Yeah.
Communication would help.
Yeah,
If that's what you got a comms officer for, isn't it?
that is, but would it be better coming from a councillor?
Yeah, probably.
Do you know, I don't know where it comes from.
So we've got this youth day coming up with it. Was hopefully there'll be some pressure on that there for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's mid-June, isn't it?
15th of June.
I think you'll do it before that. I honestly
Yeah.
do.
We'll clear it, and then we can sort of make a statement at that time as well.
Just needs to be made safe, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I would move that we go along with Graham's recommendation of clearing it.
Yeah.
The first step. And just put a notice up saying this is, you know, I know you say you've already got it, but re-emphasise that it's been, this area's been, whatever you want to call it, either modernised
you
or.
can't redevelop it without the money to redevelop it, Paul, can you?
No.
No, but we can,
At the moment,
we can state that,
making it safe.
we can state that it is going to be redeveloped.
You're
Hope-
making promises.
Touch wood, we will eventually get the money from,
Well, the planning application's on the June agenda for focus.
yeah, so we might even have a
If that
result
get
by then.
approved, then section
Yeah.
106 will be agreed, which
Yeah.
that would be part of.
When will we get the money?
I
it's
think as
approved in
soon as
June.
it's approved,
Okay, so that could be sort of summertime.
that might be pushing it a bit because we've got to get the plan
Yeah.
finalised, but
You're better off to under promise and over deliver, I think.
yeah.
It's just like, we're gonna make it safer now and hopefully do something in the future, but like making it.
Yes, hopefully. it will.
Don't use that word hopefully, for goodness sake.
No.
Well,
It's on the list of play areas to get attention.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody happy with that? Yeah.
Can I just clarify that you're going with Graham's suggestion that to make it, to clear it and make it safe, and for the office to give out a comms regarding what's happening in the
Yeah.
development?
Yeah.
You're saying no to the video blog,
Mhm.
To the what, sorry?
with a potential video blog?
Yeah, I think it's a bit naff, to be honest with you.
But anything's better than nothing.
Yeah, I know, mate, but I think a cold statement of fact is better than,
Oh, we don't want to promise anything we can't,
No.
may not be able to deliver.
anyway, but it's off that then. The other item I raised was the toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a load and loads. When I sat on that market, I got fed up with the market traders going on about it.
Yeah, we had it at markets on Monday.
Everyone is banging on about it. Just one simple little thing, Martin. We've spent about £600,000 on that barn and it still sits empty, just as a point. If you scrapped the 20 pence or worked the 20 pence off instead of sending the 600,000 on the barn, there's 3.3 million people could have gone to that toilet for nothing,
Could be.
just as a fact.
How long did it take to work that one out?
Seconds.
There was 105 people went over the weekend.
But
That's
I think it's something, that is another thing. I think we did do that refurb about, what was that, about 5-10 years ago, Graham, when we refurbed that?
Well, the toilets,
Yeah,
It is.
2020.
2020. So that's what's it, 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, my match.
The vandalism is horrendous.
Yeah, but one of the problems is, well, I think we should emphasise that it was done because of the vandalism and the misuse of the toilet.
Is it like people complaining because the fact they've got to pay or?
Yes.
There's a bit of both, because we had an issue, they sent the wrong
Yes.
coin slot, so that issue was sorted, but then when he came, he with the door closer, so that didn't work. So then Greg's had to get another door closer. Now we've got an issue that when you pay to go in, if nobody sees you go in, they can come along and they can also get in while you're in
That
there.
should say either engaged or shut or something, and that should stop someone put money in. Oops. But unfortunately, they to us, it doesn't.
Can you cancel it until they can find a way to fix it? In other words, can you go back to an open toilet without payment?
Yes.
I honestly think you ought to. I mean, can you imagine a lady in there and then someone walks in?
That has happened.
Yeah, but we've got to cancel it. You've got to cancel it until that can be sorted out, surely, and cover the payment thing up.
What we did before, can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not right.
We
can't charge.
look at it and investigate a system that's going to work as we require it.
There was a fault, so we've made the
Yeah.
engineer aware, so they.
But so,
You must do that.
is there something you can do fairly easily just to make it free for the time being until it's sorted?
And then just cover up the payment bit. You must do that. I mean, I just can't picture that. Someone in that toilet and it's.
Is everybody happy with that?
Hang on a minute, no, we can't. Can't do that. I can override the admission. But I can't do anything about once you're in, that's using the mag locks on it that he's put in there.
Yeah.
We've got no switch on that. I can turn them off, so you can just open it, but they're wash lock, they're our wash lock, locking it as well. So once you put your bank card on or put your 20p in, once that'll recognise that the door opens, and when that shuts, and that locks it, and then you press the button inside to exit. So I can override that by turn the power off or whatever.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give a locking mechanism. Unless we go down, we just put all the locks out of the door, two of them, unless we remove all them, buy new manual locks inside.
Can't just get.
I mean, we've been on to this company, and I presume they're coming us ASAP, aren't they?
Yeah, we're chasing them.
Can you not just put a very simple hook or slide or bolt?
Well, they had the split lock before, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. We had to take them off, put the new mechanism on.
So what's the answer then?
Well, we can get an ordinary box standard, just a shoot lock, but you won't know well, you will when you'll pull the door and that won't open, so you'll know there's someone in it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Isn't it possible to put the old locks back in and only operate from the inside? So if once you're in there, you can lock it.
I just explained to you that we took all them out.
Yeah, maybe.
Put the mechanism, the new mechanism.
Yeah.
They're plated all over them.
Yeah.
So that's all been.
Yeah, unless you want virtually go down the road and buy another brand new door.
No.
Not really, do you?
A shoot bolt. Yeah,
That's what I meant, yeah.
just get a couple
That'll
of shoot.
just have to be a
Yeah.
temporary,
Yeah,
just a straightforward bolt, you know.
and then we just put a sign up explaining
Yeah.
it very
So out of
simply.
order again.
Yeah.
So would the best, would
Big enough sign that was noticeable that said toilets not working, do not enter.
Ooh.
yeah, but then you would be left without any public toilets available.
The the recommendation that came from the market committee about utilising part of the storage area as a urinal, is that going to full council?
I think that's a whole new subject, isn't it? really?
Yeah.
I just wondered as it is, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
No, I would agree they do, but
Think so, yeah.
two, I personally don't think two is enough on a Saturday when you've got all of this crowd. But that's going back, you know, it's a whole different question, isn't it?
I've got to say, that was like I say, as a previous council voted
Yeah.
to change them from what they were
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I said we do that immediately anyway, but
Yeah, it does need to be
would leave it to Graham to try and
I can
sort
get
it out?
that, I can get that bolt on, you know, put it next year on tomorrow, so that's.
Shoot bolts on and put a sign up saying,
We
you
had,
know,
we had sign on for the last couple of weeks
lock it with the shoot bolt.
until he come back, and then he'd come back and we thought everything was okay until.
Okay, so free of charge, shoot bolts have got to be put on and a notice.
Okay, you happy with that, Graham?
Until that free of charge until he come back and fit them properly.
Oh, the toilets are free of charge.
They will be.
Temporary until the system's sorted out.
Can I just ask Graham a question again? Graham, the company who are doing this, are they fairly useless then? Because that seems though you're having a hell of a problem with them.
To be honest, Graham, ain't my field of experience.
No, no.
All I can tell you is that the guy come up from Kent, I believe, all the time. And first time he come, he was led to believe that was 50p, and that's why I stopped him. Because that was 20p if you'd have swallowed
Yeah.
a bank card, and
Yeah.
50p if you'd have put a coin in,
Yeah.
coinage in. So that was the first hiccup, and that turned out that I know it just looks like he's put another sticker over, which he has, but he had to hold the inside mechanism. They had to wait for a part, I believe, to come in for that. This issue now, I honestly don't know how they get over it. Because there's a readout displaying to me, they just want to make it so that, I mean, obviously this system is used other places.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah.
you know, to me, that's only a quick, it should be a quick.
Surely that can't be a fault with the system, otherwise, yeah.
You're busy, shouldn't it, on the red?
I should say, I'm engaged, or to me, I should say, I don't know, engaged, I usually bake and then engaged in it, but, yeah,
Yeah, but it needs
I mean,
to,
they were made aware Friday, I presume, was it, when that was found out, so.
all we can do is leave it with Graham and hopefully something could be.
Just tell me one thing, Graham, not you, Graham, but what did it cost to put that mechanism in?
What, the door?
No, the mechanism, just wanted to keep playing that way, put the coins in. What's it called?
That all.
Oh, Pat, I think we haven't had the full invoice.
I can't,
It's just a guess, just a
I
ballpark.
don't know, that was ordered before I
Oh, right.
started.
That's
Been on order a long while.
Been on order a long while.
Can't stand out big counters.
I think it's about £9,000. I think the actual sorting is for that part.
What, for a door and then?
Yeah, for the whole thing, yeah. The whole thing.
That is a new door.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I'm just wondering if it's grim.
No, I don't, I think if you want that, you'd have to look it up.
No, I don't care. I mean, that's as good a figure as any. That means you need 45,000 people to go through there to pay back the cost of the mechanism.
Yeah, but we voted for it, didn't we? That was the.
That's right.
Knowing that.
I did. I was against it all the way through. I wasn't going off about it.
I'm saying is it was a majority vote for
Yeah.
it.
It's what it is.
I'm sorry, but to me, the bottom line is once again, vandalism. Why something had to be done.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, off subject now.
But while it was working, have you had much vandalism or is that sort of eased at all? Or don't do it too
Well, the
early?
short period that was open, they had none.
That's only open
So,
20 minutes.
touch wood again, it may work, so it may be worthwhile doing it if it does cure the problem. Who knows? Right, anything else on that subject?
No, that's it.
Anybody else? Right, go on to allotments, management report for the allotments, that's Leanne.
Yeah, currently we've got 2 plots vacant at Sholdham Lane, but there are people on the waiting list who they'll be offered to, and there's one at Tumbler Hill.
Yeah.
Again, there's somebody on the waiting list, so that will go out.
No other comments? We haven't had any deals or anything?
Oh, I did receive an email yesterday from the gentleman who complained about the Monk Jack. Saying that we're not doing anything.
That's right.
No, we're not open to one way.
We can't do it. There's nothing we can do really, is there?
No.
It's sort of nature, and
We'll wait for the next one. My missus says she saw a fox up there. That's probably why you haven't got any muntjacs.
Right.
Who knows?
Nothing else? No other questions on that?
No.
Graham,
Yeah.
Scarborough report?
Nothing much to say in all honesty. The only thing we do find personally is that some of those allotments are in a hell of a state, aren't they? Some of the new people, some of them are brilliant. Those Eastern European people are doing a lovely job to chat next to me. But some of the others, I mean, I haven't seen them for months, some of these people.
No, we did an inspection, didn't we? And I've
Yeah.
written to the ones who highlighted.
Is there many that you've had to sort of pull up on it?
There's a lot more at Shoulden Lane than there is at.
Yeah, Shoulder Lane is awful places. Yeah. So what we got to do?
We've got 2 letters and then I've got a notice served from the allotment association, so we've got things.
So are we doing an inspection? Or are you relying on the last one now?
Well, you do an inspection and then you write to them and give the tenant
Yeah.
a month.
You see my point though? You see my point? That
Yeah.
if you've got a bad one, you've inspected it and written a letter, then to send the second one, you've got to confirm that the first one is correct.
Yeah,
Right? You've got to do an inspection to confirm they haven't done anything,
Yeah.
which they haven't, to be
Yeah.
honest.
but something with a little bit firmer.
Yeah, that's
saying
right. Yeah,
that
the
Either
second
you
one.
do something or,
Yeah.
or else sort of thing,
Yeah.
virtual. I think you've got to be strong
Yeah.
with the second.
Yeah, so
They
when's the second?
normally respond.
Sometimes they've been ill or had an
Yeah.
operation or waiting for an operation. And there's a variety of reasons come back
Part of the
I'll be
tenancy
doing
agreement, sure.
next week.
But if you sent out a letter on.
Well, it's
You
like the
need
rules.
to
Yeah.
respond within a certain time, otherwise you lose your allotment.
Well, it's all
Yeah, no,
within the rules.
That's what Leanne's doing.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing, but
Some people don't.
could we do it, if we got to do it, you want me to come with you, could we do it on the 7th, Friday, in the morning?
Is that after the period of notice runs
Yeah.
out?
Yes, that month for the post.
Yeah. Okay, I'm start,
Yeah.
question I did.
Yeah. What time?
Okay.
Shouldn't take long, should it?
We've got the scale, the escape from project report, anything from the escape?
No, there's no report.
Have you noticed anything, is that still going well, or you hear little reports every now and again about it? I assume that's all sort of going on tickly boo sort of thing.
They had a stall at the vision fair.
Yeah,
I think they helped them with the poppies and the flowers on the buttercross.
so it's all good then. Yeah. Now, do you have got any comment on that?
No.
Townsend discuss and consider a quote for Sam to repair. I think we had this before, didn't we? Is this the same one or is this another one?
No.
It's tree surgeon, is that what?
Yeah. Wrong quote.
Yeah. That's the thing.
We wanted to increase it or not.
Yeah. The sign is the cheaper repair of £280.50. It's £90 labour.
What is that sign?
You get on for 300, isn't it?
£370.50.
Sign is that?
Flashing speed sign.
Two, so I move back.
Oh, another one, yeah.
So
Is-
the company got 2 in action.
We've got two in action at the minute.
Is it
You get
worth
three.
getting it repaired, or is it getting to the end of its life, or what do you think, Graham?
Which is a new one.
About 2,000 or 3,000, I think.
It's more than that one up.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's more than that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, thousands.
Yeah.
Currently with Baseball Tech at the moment, it's been there since last year. And they just asked, we don't want a new one.
Is there some money in the budget to do that in the end?
For a repair, there would be, wouldn't there?
Don't,
Yeah.
Sign for a new one.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that sign about the town, or am I completely mistaken?
Yeah, we've got two.
Ah.
We own three,
Yeah.
but one of them's been there since last year.
Just get it repaired then. I mean, you can have it as a third reserve, can't you?
Well, we moved three all over.
Yeah.
We got 9 sites that we're allowed to put them on highways.
They're
We're just swapping about every month.
Yeah.
They're not the recording ones, are they? They don't record, do they?
Well, one of them does. That one did.
So if that was, that would record again, would it, if it was repaired?
No, that's a simple.
Honestly, don't know.
Data, isn't it?
Yeah.
That says it's a simple repair.
That was the original one we had, the very first one we had, which we had to bring it in the office for usually Hannah to download the information. Second one we had, I believe, Ed Coleman sorted out.
And they're attached.
No, that was the one with no data. We couldn't add no data or anything. Just basically do as you see it as available by a flash it. And the latest one we had was that's the newer design. Got the Wi-Fi on it, so that go direct. I don't have to. I just move it from position, and you can access that anytime. And what's his name? Has the Tony White in it. He has he takes the data up on it.
I think we should get it repaired. Is that the general feeling?
You're not sort of that fortunate.
Yeah, provided we've got the budget there somewhere.
I was going to say that quote was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we'll
that'll
make that
probably be a little
move
bit more than that there then.
Yeah.
It's not substantial.
You're right, while we're on the signs, as cameras, football cameras are hopefully going in. There's been a problem because the county objected about the lamppost not being man enough to take them, so they've had to sort out another one, put it on. But I think they've got the go ahead there to get on and do it, which they're hoping to do in the very near future. Another sort of side bit, a ticket on that one. So so that will add to the the information we'll be gathering. Deputy Clerk's update on toilet doors. We've virtually done that, have we? Page. Public open space and play areas. Consider email concerns that upkeep of the rec. Request for additional dog bins as well.
The email we've received from a resident.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many dog bins there are on the rec.
That's 2.
Very too specific.
Too specific, dog
Yeah,
bins.
that's general.
But the other thing is not the cost of the bins; it's the cost of having them emptied there, isn't it? As well.
Well, you can use any bin.
Yeah.
And for dogs, we can, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'm saying next time.
Just wondering whether she's aware of that.
It's worth circulating that information to people.
Yeah.
So
The thing is,
We did have stickers, we did have some stickers, and that's first went across, but
but those bins we empty on a Sunday, always got dog poo in it.
Yeah, I think most people are aware that they are multi-use bins, but it doesn't sound, when I read that letter, I thought, I don't think she's aware. that they are.
So what
In which case, we
is
probably didn't need any additional bins.
she complaining that they're always full, or what is she just complaining she wants more, or so it's more convenient in a different place or something? What is her gripe sort of thing?
That the bins are overflowing.
She said they haven't been emptied since the circus was here.
we have got an issue with one of the bins that we actually had a meeting with Circus.
But Circle empty the ground, don't they?
They do.
Well, to be fair, well, our litter picking thing, the one there in Theatre Street, they're scrupulously emptied on a Monday now. I mean, I always found Circle to be very, very efficient. When they have a date to empty a bin, in my experience, they do it.
Yeah, there's just a few little outstanding bits
But-
where things we feel they should be doing aren't being done.
We had 2 issues since that older couple of gentlemen left Circle, we got moved to a different, and we got the younger ones down there.
Yeah.
But since to be fair to them, since we made this arrangement for this meeting, there's got the ideas up there.
Well,
Well, the one
But the
on,
meeting's still going ahead.
Yeah.
the one on the camping land was the classic, because I think the council put one down near the garden that
Yeah, yeah.
that David, sorry, Thingy looks after. And the young lad who came said, that ain't on my list. He said, but I'll take it. He said, but you've got to make sure that's on my list. And that was when you were doing it, if you remember, you'd done it. But he hadn't been told. So I told him to contact.
Yeah.
And now that's done.
Westfields, there's a bin which we don't know who's.
One on the wreck, they won't empty for some reason, just one on the wreck.
Yeah, we've got
Is
a
that
list
when
anyway.
she's
We
looking
didn't
around?
have.
Could be, I honestly don't.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, that probably is.
They just got agreed for them to empty
So
it.
I've got the lads to.
Yeah, there's a large bin that's overflowing. It's not been
Yeah.
emptied since the.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you say it's a poo-free park and it's
Yeah.
good. But I don't think she's aware that the bins can be used for dog food. Not just the.
Yeah.
what is the decision that any sort of, do you want to just monitor it for the time being? Should that be the way forward?
Just reply to the lady.
Yeah.
And you've got to change circle. That's done. Nothing more you can say.
Yeah, we're not looking to get new ones or anything
No,
like
don't
that.
need it.
Not necessary. The other part of the thing is just she says, I've got it on here somewhere. The upkeep of the wreck. Well, I always thought that was pretty much
Yeah.
but I don't know what.
Yes.
It's a play area.
That's the sort of thing.
Yeah, well, we've dealt with that, haven't we? So,
Well,
well, we're dealing with it. Put it that way.
Ongoing,
Sorry.
ongoing.
Yeah,
So the
ongoing.
problem was vandalism in the first place.
So we can reply with her telling her what we're proposing to do with the play area as well in the letter. That's satisfactory, everybody
Yeah.
happy with that? Yeah.
It's getting quite noisy down there as well. The kids are starting to bring their
Yeah.
music. Play it very loud. Yeah. A couple of people say to me,
It's a recreation ground, isn't it?
I could hear it. They're about a mile away and I could hear it.
Oh,
I had a woman ring me up, who lives in one above, I won't say which one, because it's just off the wreck there, and she rang me up complaining one Sunday afternoon that there's lots of noise and shouting and screaming going on. So, well, you live near a recreation ground, what do you live in one expect?
Oh, she rang me up as well.
Did she? Oh. I said, you know, you moved next to the wreck. I said the recreation ground was there well before your bungalow was there. I said, if you move to somewhere like that, what else do you expect? Like moving next to a pigsty and then not expecting to have any smell.
No, but I think the noise is becoming an issue. Yeah, that's a particular group. Youngsters.
I can't think we can do anything about that, Bruce. Can we? It's just- it
That's
mental health. We've got
really was that loud, but
like taking the voice and things.
for environmental health.
Yep.
Correct. It's a noise issue. Yeah. Okay. Happy with that. Consider an email request from councillor Berkeley replanting of weeds. Over to you.
So we'll walk about town time to time, and as in the email I sent, it's a noticeable amount of weed growth. As I sent an email about that, and the guys went out and done a fairly decent job of tackling a lot of those. But obviously,
what you sent the email, I've actually done,
Because they hadn't died yet.
just for the record.
And then I think Breckland turned up the day after.
Yeah.
They did their
It's
bit.
typical of it.
Have they got their own areas in
Time
the
machine.
world?
We've done what we should.
But I did suggest in one of my emails to you that we did send a letter to all the shops off there that got little bits of front, asking them if they can weed their own front, because it isn't really our response. It's not council responsibility, really. It's their responsibility to keep their own.
we always trying to make Paul see was we all live in the town, well, most of us live in the town, so say, you know, and it's their businesses. If the shop fronts look nice and tidy, like we were saying
I
yesterday,
think they'd want them
at
to.
Banning, they looked after their shop, their little patch, like Mother Hunters have done recently. They'll check wash the pavement down. I'm not saying everyone's got to do it, but you know, we'll take a bit of pride, try and encourage, like you say, send the letter out, try and gear everyone up a bit. Tell them about
Would it take
water
10
restoration.
minutes in the morning to go out there and just do a little bit of weeding? First thing in the morning, keep on, it wouldn't take any sort of effort really, would it? So, would you go along with a letter to go into all the premises with around, Graham, sorry?
Can I just add, this is slightly linked to our meeting with Serco, because the other gentleman, the old boys who used to do it, like below the pavements and all that, and these ones now aren't doing that. Having said that, like I said, the other day when I was out there, they was in the morning, they both got out of their truck and went over by the kebab shop and William H. Brown, and they were raking all the weeds out, that are growing between the wall and the properties and the pavement. So, like I said, they have, that has improved since we've been. But that sort of thing we want clarifying with, from my point of view, I want clarifying with Serco, because I'm assuming we have to pay for Serco to do that. Obviously, that ain't got cheap. I presume that ain't got cheaper. So why is that? But just clarify what we're getting for that, and why is the standard dropped?
Well, even if you just do an hour a week, sort of thing, it's a cost to the town council, isn't it?
Yeah, because I've seen the lads out at 7:30 one morning. I was waiting to see a roofer, and they were out 7:30 with their litter picking around the war memorial and such like. Yeah, two lads, yeah, two young.
Yeah, we do every morning.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
did.
more memorial and shambles and
That's what I
Red Cross's arms to do.
But that was 7:30 in the morning, so they were up and about, and that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other thing on that is that the lady who's the head person over Serco, whatever that department is, she came litter picking one Sunday about a month ago, and she went round the town, and her comment was cigarette butts. She said that everywhere. She said, I'm going to have a word with Serco, and particularly in front of Sue's News, where the bus stop is.
Yeah.
It was horrendous, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said she was going to deal with that. So that might be worth dropping her.
Did come and sweep it up.
They did clear it up. We had photos before and after.
Yeah,
So that is on our list of.
yeah, but all I'm saying, Claire, someone her name was, I can't remember what it was. That might be worth just dropping her a note and just saying, what she said. And,
Have you got her details?
yeah, I could find her for you, this Claire somewhere. She's the
It depends on what his contract says between them and Breakfast, doesn't it? Rick?
Oh, yeah. Because that was something that she commented on and said she'd deal with. She did say also that she was a bit surprised how sort of clean the town was generally.
Yeah.
Little bits
The
and
cans and bins, all the rubbish you normally see. It wasn't much that.
So if we could get some sort of letter, like we were saying yesterday, with painting the shop fronts and weeds out the front and sweeping paths.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to do it, but some may. So, just to encourage them, maybe think about a shop front competition. I don't know. You
That
can
might
judge
be
it,
something to do, because they probably wouldn't.
try and instill some pride in
Yeah, that might be
their
better.
premises.
And I think once
Well,
2 and 3 have improved,
Mm.
then it tends to grow, doesn't it? So that might be the most positive way to do it.
So what is the way forward then? What is, I would agree with that sort of thing. I don't know. Is that a way forward?
You just need to identify a date when you're going to do it so they can work towards it.
What do you think? And is that feasible?
If that was me, I'd put that on Facebook and that, all the normal
So we
social,
get Phoebe on it, couldn't we?
all the social media things.
What is it going to be like?
Just a shop front beauty competition, something like that.
No bikinis.
Taking some pride, they said yesterday, some of it is down to the lens, but if you're renting a shop, there's nothing stopping you getting a can of paint out, painting your shop front. The landlord normally say, don't do it in Jordan. A lot of them that haven't been done for years,
Not upsetting
or if not decades.
the ones who do it, if we're going to send it around to everybody,
I'd do it on social media, so that's me. That's even personal.
then who's going to judge it?
The mayor,
Steph Cooper should judge it because she.
Vote, public vote.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
could do, but there's a lot of work though.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Don't want to make it something that's going to be a lot of hassle, but just something.
Yes.
I think it's something to something to think about and roll over and have to come back with something for the next meeting, or do you want to set something as in?
I think it needs to be done now, doesn't it, or as soon as possible, so.
You
Maybe
know,
it's
things
in
clear.
motion now for a result sort of in a couple of months' time. So August.
You've always got some good ideas, and David, and first you and David and first Leanne or something, good, pull something together between you. Would that be a way of doing it?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Sure, we'd all go along with it.
Yes.
Anything else on that? Deputy Clerk, the update on Northwood
Sorry,
Pool.
sorry. Can I just go back? David had this thing about this swath greening. Right, we were going to, for example, has spoken to Graham about do pit lane, turn it into flowers rather than grass. Is anything happening?
Yes, still with it.
I don't know.
Greenland's basically disbanded. No one
Oh.
really was
All right,
interested at the end of the day. Just fizzled out. So that's
all right.
down to the A&O committee to
No, man, that's fine.
improve the town.
That's gone. Just one further thing, Graham. Is the grass cutting better now with this new company?
I think this,
Yeah. They certainly seem to have got round everywhere, don't they?
as far as the verges. Along the energy programme up for next week, but with 6 cuts a year. That
Yeah,
would be
no, but
wrong.
look how that's growing. I mean, I
I don't think that looks too bad, really. It's long, it still looks.
there was a chap.
I was going to say, walking around Moist at Philby Road, the grass is going up there, but there's some wildflowers coming through as well. And it looks, it's terrible. But
Yeah.
where people walk through between one area and the other, through the greens, you can see what's travelling. Would it be beyond asking the grassgate people to leave the grass mainly and just cut the footpath through the grass?
You don't have Breckland, bits you're talking about is Breckland. There's only 2 small bits that we do up Philby Road.
Yeah.
The bits we do, the Norfolk County Council, the highways bits we do, the majority, sort of 98%, is anywhere where there's a piece of grass between the curb of the road and the actual footpath.
Yeah.
So like when you come on the front of Brandon Road to turn it to Philby Road, you got a bit there.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just, and actually down Philby Road, there's just a couple of bits, 3/4 way down.
But the thing is, how this grass is growing this year. I mean, you almost got cut every week. I mean, our allotment stuff is growing 3 inches in about 10 days. It's unbelievable how things are growing.
We try to do the grass we do. We try to do it on a fortnightly route, and we're struggling now. And as you know, the contractors doing more this year for us. So churchyard's pretty horrendous again. Really don't. We don't need,
I don't think there's anything really we can.
No, that's the comments.
Yeah.
Just see how it's going.
Yeah, to be fair, Graham, just add on, sorry, as I find that much better with this contractor because I pick the phone up and he's there.
Yeah.
The other one is if there's a complaint or you've ever done was got fobbed off.
Yeah. Well,
You never could get with,
yeah, there's a chap who lives on the estate near the wreck, and I don't know the name, not Longfields.
Southlands.
Southlands.
Yeah.
He actually came up when we were sitting on our gazebo and said how brilliant that was this year, because every week he used to come complain about the verges up there.
Yeah.
And he actually said how well it's been done this year.
Yeah, good.
So that's quite.
Get a compliment if it a change.
Yeah.
Right, anything else on that? Move on to the Northwood Pool update from
Yeah, we met with Angry Water. They've got a new, what is he called?
Pretty area.
Yeah, he's a new impost taking over the Northwell Pool area. So we had a meeting with him to try and get our agreement sorted. We went on, we've got a list together, haven't we, of what work needs doing inside the area which they're responsible for and what we feel needs doing. So we just got to get that agreed.
Yeah, nice.
But they have paid 66.6% of the pest control.
What is this that we're looking at?
That is just the pest control report.
Oh, right.
So which areas are they responsible for?
Inside the
Inside
fenced
the-
area.
The railings and inside, yeah,
Are we responsible for the trees coming over?
that's what we're trying to establish, didn't we?
Yeah.
What, yeah.
But there's some areas where the trees are growing through the railings, so that bit out.
Yeah.
That'll be dredging and cutting as well inside.
That could be a lovely area. That could be a nice.
Couldn't it? Yeah, I think
Then later on the agenda, there's the grant, isn't there? Where it's from,
that needs to be an orchard spend.
just on trees.
Right.
I think we were all in agreement to cut it right down, give it a good cut
Yeah,
back, and then
yeah.
it'll be easier to maintain.
Sort of overall, you talk about the pool and all the stuff around it, really cut it down, trees, everything.
Yeah, well, the thing is, see, one of the things that, well, that's, like I say, they're responsible for inside the railings and inside it. Well, probably a couple of years now, I went out to get quotes to paint the railings. And, yeah, well, not only did it come expensive, but, you know, I didn't really need to tell them that they couldn't get to Moose Dog because the growth of it. So we sort of had in this meeting, we had to sort of come up with really to give it a good hit back, because this would be something that we'd be looking at doing perhaps every, I don't know, 5, perhaps even 10 years.
Yeah.
But if we could give it a good hit back.
Yeah.
And, you know, and even sort of get everything away from the railings, perhaps even up to a metre wide inside. So,
Work a lot better.
Yeah.
well, that's what we thought.
That
That
really-
look as if that's being managed.
Yeah. So if you do what you just said, Grant, no problem with it. Does that mean that AWA pay 2/3 of that as well? Or are they only, that's outside, it's our responsibility, is it?
I'm sure they're paying their percentage.
I find that is, yeah.
Of the work outside the
And
railings.
it's-
Okay.
So they,
One of the things, I don't know if Graham thinks, but I've had a look at that a few times, and the reeds and that going in the pond and clearing as well, it's really getting,
Yeah, that went to be.
really chocolate with.
like I just said, the thing, Anglian walk goes and ourselves really people
Yeah.
look to meet up within the round.
I think it was really doing the whole of the pond area, really.
Understand Anglian walk
Yeah.
on the front.
It's not a pond, it's the.
Yeah, I
I know,
know.
that's the other thing, they are very, very touchy about it.
Yeah.
It's not a pond.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, ditch. Yeah, overflow tank or something.
Surface water, yes.
So,
Yeah.
but there's nothing really we can do on that. We just watch this space, isn't it,
That
on
is.
that? Yeah.
We've been in
Yeah.
agreement. So you
Yeah.
Do you know when that's likely to be done, roughly?
I've gone into a contractor, I met a contractor down at Quill. They were going to look into it, but they thought that'd be easier for us to source a contractor, but of course that's another box that's got to be ticked, that you've got to be qualified to work in. I know, Graham, but
Oh, you couldn't write it
I
up.
know.
could you?
We
So-
supply walkways.
You know, you might as well just put another 2 or 3 grand on it,
Yeah.
or even look at it. But
Yeah.
It's not really worth it. You've got to be a contractor or something. to
well,
do
that's not
that.
their contractor, yeah. You went in to try to get duck houses out, and one of that's had thigh boots, they still come over the top of that.
Really?
So, yeah, that surprised me.
Surprised me.
Remember when they cleared it all out? Can you remember? it?
No, I can't remember that.
20 years ago.
Was it 20 years ago?
at least.
Yeah, they were quite those appendix and they were deep.
Yeah.
They drained it all and
Yeah, dredged.
cut a lot of the reeds and all that, didn't they? And did tidy it up a bit.
That's
Got rid of some of the rubbish. They found some, I think, bikes and shopping trolleys and God knows what else in there, didn't they, at the time? Yeah. That's that. So the next one is Norfolk Hall again, the pest control. I think that's what's up there. Is it?
Yeah, I just asked for a report because he's been going for about 9 months now with the contract.
Stewart's, I'll call him Stewart's.
Yeah.
So they only caught 11 rats, is that right?
Maybe.
11 adult, 9 juvenile.
Which is peanuts in a rat
They
population.
were saying something about the bins, weren't they? They were saying something about the ducks and the rats because the ducks are being fed. It's increasing the rat population. There's a bin that's not been emptied. There's something about bin which is attracting rats because food waste is pretty big.
Yeah, we've got rid of
Maybe
the
plastic
plastic
bins.
bin.
Yeah, we put,
Was signs saying do not feed the ducks, but I don't think anybody takes any notice of them, do they?
Yeah.
Any other comments? I don't think there's anything we can do on that at this stage, is there? Graham, there's nothing really to do on that, is there? No, everybody happy with that?
Yeah,
To receive confirmation of the Norfolk County Council, the stage 1 footway lighting at Redlands. Now, town council's responsibility.
we have money for that.
I believe so. Section
I think it
38.
was part of the 106 agreement right early on, wasn't it?
See, I didn't think we were taking anything on them.
Well, I think that was one that we'd already agreed
It's
to.
historical, yes.
That goes back about 3 or 4
But we're
years.
not doing the extent, we're not doing the.
we're not doing the grass or the road.
I can find figures.
I mean, others, I'm just saying, if we've had the money, that's fine. When in Redland, if you remember, were an absolute shambles. When Richard was here, we just couldn't get any sense out of anyone.
Perhaps a report on how much are in these different pots,
Well,
at some
We've
stage.
been here for weeks.
what there should be in the pots, I think we can do, can't we?
Well, I'm only suggesting that if everybody would agree.
Yeah.
Because I know I was thinking about the record, and I'm going back a little bit. There is the money for the vehicle rally, isn't there? That's in a what's called, it's isolated, isn't it, for the rec or the play areas? Well, I don't know how much is in that pot.
Some of it was spent on the toilets, if you remember, when doing the electric.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure we have spent some of it, but I think there's still a bit in there, isn't there?
About 10, set aside.
Yeah. So, you know, these sort of things we need to, perhaps if we knew what these figures were, we could sort of keep them in the back of our minds when certain things come up. Consider request for progress home for 106 recreation space, activities, the small road land. We did sort of touch on this, didn't we, earlier?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Oh, no, this is another one.
this is another one, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay, sorry,
So
I'm really to you.
Got another. Let me just find it.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. It could.
So the next piece of land is opposite our Kingsview site. Yeah, I don't know if any each councillors were here when they came.
What's now called, isn't it?
Were you at the meeting when
Yeah.
they came last time?
Yeah, they sat here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're talking about the section 106. I think it's going to be quite a big development.
Where's King's View? Sorry, put
that
me in
is
the
that
picture.
old Spong Road site.
That is the old,
Yeah.
yeah,
The one,
actual Spall Road, the
Yeah.
one we talked about past the
yeah,
bridge.
yes, yeah,
So it's the same site.
yeah.
Just need to consider what section 106 facility.
Well, am I right in thinking that they were talking about offsetting it against us letting them use part of the recreation ground? Is that still on?
Yeah. Application is that plan next month.
Yeah, so is this different?
New development.
A new development.
Yeah, because remember they had the maps.
Yes, they did up the hill, I'll call it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's further towards the A47?
Yeah, the opposite side of the road. Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't know.
Well, I thought, sorry, mate, I'm interrupting you, Paul. I thought this present site was called King's View.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yes,
first.
opposite the
Yeah,
Kingsview.
yeah, okay.
site.
Well, we haven't seen any details or anything on that at all. have we? But I would say, you know, let's, if that's the case and they want to, transfer it on to, like we asked for 106 for improvements to play areas or something.
I mean, they're talking about tennis courts or astrofields. I think this is going to be quite a big facility.
That's got to be a big development, that is.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of money
It's going to
kicking
be
about.
more than just doing that one above.
Right, yeah.
Well, then
They're willing to have a virtual meeting to discuss.
once again, I think we need to get
more
an
detail, don't we?
opinion ourselves, like we did in planning,
Mm.
where we said we wouldn't go and support them at Breckland.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You need to get a consensus.
yeah, they're just asking for ideas
Yeah.
as it's now draft allocation site.
Is that for this committee to just we can discuss it, can't we? We can come up with a plan, but then I think the council are the ones who've got
I
to
think it's
agree.
going to be a full council
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
But can we not break the ice a bit and have some ideas to put to them now?
Got some
Okay.
ideas.
So you've got 13 people that talk about it.
See, what are they talking? Are they talking 300,000 or,
Oh.
we're in the dark really, aren't we?
Loads and loads.
Virtual meeting with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get-
I think we need more information before we make any decision.
That's going to go up the hill and eventually down the other side till that joins the Norwich Road. You
Well,
see.
Yeah, there's
I
a
think the
few-
majority of us are on planning, but it could be a joint
Yeah.
meeting between us and planning, couldn't it?
It's a massive scheme.
Or anybody really for that matter.
It's a massive scheme.
I think we need more information before we make a decision.
We need more information from them first, don't we? Before
Yeah.
we can even.
To arrange a virtual get together with them. So we can get questions ready, what you want asked.
I don't quite know what to ask. That's the problem.
What their proposals are, it's what we need to know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be December planning.
It depends on it. See if they talk about AstroTurf and then tennis courts and all that. Is it something they want us to adopt? And I think that would be a big question mark, which could be, couldn't it?
There's a lot that needs clarifying before that.
You see, can I just show you? That's the site you're talking about. That's King's View.
Where the houses, those
Yeah,
small
where it
houses.
says playground.
Yeah.
Right, that's their present site. What they're talking about is all of that eventually,
Yeah,
Right.
a hell of an
right
area.
the way up to.
There's one little bit which they weren't sure about, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, yes, because you've got the house on it and you've
Yeah,
got.
where the house is, yeah.
I'm talking about, if you look, their plan was
Mhm.
to go all the way up there as far as they were allowed to go, which at the moment is about there, I think.
Yeah.
But then if you look at the logic of it, they'll just go through there.
Yeah. Don't you remember that at one time they was talking about building the church on a little bit of that one?
Yes, yes, they
Remember?
were. Yeah, I do remember that.
Is that the field where the farmer cut down his feet?
Yes, yeah, he's involved in
That's
that as
kind of
well.
the field.
He's involved in that as well.
Yeah, well, you're talking masses of acres there if they've taken the whole of that area.
Well, that's what's coming. But that's in the plan now, isn't it? That's not an actual
But as I
scheme.
said before, so then, yes, good plan. We need to look at the Breckland local plan, which is coming together now, and they've got giving some presentations on it. And I would have thought they would probably have in that, they'd be sort of saying where their suggested development land is.
I think that you find that's where that's got to be, just there.
Would you
Well-
invite assets and planning?
Sorry. Sorry.
Invite assets committee and planning committee.
Yeah, all right. Anybody that's got an interest, really, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I can't see, it's not necessarily strictly to,
No.
it's not strictly to.
Yeah.
I would say an open meeting to anybody which is.
Yeah, to link in with them.
Or link up with them.
Yeah. The more ideas you can have, the better.
That will have to be virtual though.
Right. Well, we
can
could,
come in
we could do
here
it here,
and have
can't
them
we? Those that don't want, or those that want to do it from home can do, can't they? It's up to them, up to whoever, isn't it really? Yeah, you're happy with that, Leah?
I know they're slightly off the subject, but nonetheless, it relates to leisure. We've still got that site, the old swimming pool site. Mind you, we're stuck with that, aren't we, till the other people get their permission.
Yeah.
Well, I
Room
keep
for
saying,
Breckland's Barrel.
I think, and I know a lot, certain people on the council will kick me up the backside for saying it, but I think as soon as paddlers do get their permission on there, we try and get that or drop for leisure and get that
Yeah.
and put it up for
Yeah.
for industrial or
Yeah. Change of
development,
use.
change of use and whatever.
I mean, that they do.
Yeah.
We're never going to get a leisure centre on there for breakfast.
There's certain people that think we have the backside for saying that, but I think I think practicalities say it's never going to get leisure on that.
No.
But anyway, maybe I've talked out too.
Well, such what I was saying to you earlier, we've got to drive these assets and we've got loads of stuff kicking about, right?
I'd like to sort of see some of these things sorted out this year.
Moving home.
Update for new benches from William Nunn.
Yeah, they've been delivered. We've put 2 at Northfield Pool.
They're not actually on site yet, but they start putting the concrete.
Yeah.
on.
And one will go.
One's
is it
already in
replacement?
place opposite the outside standards there, you know, where that one got smashed up. We got one waiting to, with being able to come up with.
There'll be 2 at Northfield Pool.
There's 2 going at Norfolk Pole, replacing the 2 that there.
Because is that a road, there was arguments about that road being, whether it was actually closed off or not, wasn't there, on stage?
Some shit.
No, I know we did try and get it, but I don't think it ever really got fully through, did it, Graham? Do you remember?
I don't know what the.
Yeah,
So
the road.
I know the road you meant, the back road that
Yeah.
says.
The one by the side of the
there's
wall.
through access, but everybody know there is.
Yeah. But one time we did try and get that,
At one time that was pedestrian roads, wasn't it?
yeah, officially closed off, but I don't know when it actually got
Tables on there.
fully through to council process, something else we ought to chase up on. As we said about making it into like a picnic area and
But
all that.
before I
didn't we?
came here to work, there was picnic tables on that
That's
actual road.
right, yeah.
wasn't
Yeah. But I've seen
there?
cars
I think so,
speed
that-
through there.
yeah, that's open to cars.
Yeah. Maybe that's something else we can have on the agenda for later.
The highways.
I'd like to report on it to find out what the proper clarification of that bit of road is. Is that something we agree with?
Yeah.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah. Serco. Meeting date for Bretman and Serco.
You remember, Graham?
What's that?
The meeting with Serco
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
I won't be in fit state to attend, but in the future I would like to attend if possible.
I don't know if it's a regular one, it's just so we can clarify
Yeah.
who's doing what.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if anybody wants to go along with that.
Hope so.
No, so if anybody wants, I can't make, so I've had my operation on the Monday. So, I won't be in a fit state. Okay.
Yeah.
To consider King's Coronation Living Heritage funding spent now, Greening Guild have disbanded, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of yours, David? No?
Kind of,
Kind of.
previously.
I made the proposal for that money is given to Graham for that use to buy plants and stuff for the town. That was my,
It's got to adhere to the
which is
grants,
You've got to purchase trees from us.
supply communities
Yeah.
to do with community orchards.
Right.
It's not for plants, it's for buying trees or stakes.
yeah, but for an orchard, does that mean the escape project have to have it?
Wouldn't
No,
cover.
we can spend it. But that's been hard, that'll have to be spent on
That'll
the,
have to be spent on
Orchard.
planting more trees.
I don't care what the other one
So we
says.
enhance the orchard up on the railway bank and perhaps use some of it for clearing it or something. Would that
It's
come
quite,
within the remit?
isn't it?
That's very specific. the exact detail, that's very specific on what
Even
it's
down to where you get your trees from.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the proposal still remains the same, that we give the money to Graham and he weans his way through the bureaucracy to deliver it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that was my proposal for it.
So is that we've got to sort it out by October 25, February 25?
Yeah.
Is that accepted then? That Graham has that money and wends his way through the paperwork?
Look into it and get back to the report of what I found out on.
You need to meet the criteria. We
The
don't
plant trees, you ain't got to do that till autumn, innit? Yeah.
No.
So you ain't got no plant trees now.
No.
While I'm on the subject, just for an update, the saplings are virtually all gone.
Where's that, Graham?
The 300 saplings we planted at Orford Road. We just can't keep up with the vandalism.
Yeah, all the ones on the camping land are coming on beautifully, aren't they?
Yeah, but they were established. They were like the fruit trees would be. They came 6 foot, didn't they?
Well, a bit less.
4 foot, 5 foot,
Yeah.
These were saplings that we planted.
Yeah.
Lindsay David there.
in a way,
Yeah.
would it be better to try and go for less and get a better, you know,
Well, again,
wide
that
balance?
was grants. That was
Yeah.
funded by grants.
You know, ridiculous.
What have you, but you just can't keep the people up. You know, we'll let the grass go a little bit longer, try to encourage or discourage people from walking amongst them. And Ryan told me today when he was up there small litter pick, and he said there's a guy up there, he said he was chucking the ball for his dog right in the middle of the trees, and he said that was a bloody big dog. He said he was just mowing, the dog was just mowing the bloody, because on a cane with a spirals.
Yeah.
Well, you know, because he was there. Yeah, he said that's a dog. He said, so, you know, and then he got there. He said in the morning, said that one we need some more steaks. But you know,
But is it vandalism then, or just?
well, there's a lot of them are pulled out and chucked away, which we're seeing the kids. We walk around the edge and we find what we can and replant them. I can't say unless I'm up there, but who's doing that? They're definitely being pulled out. Unfortunately, out of 300, I think we're lucky if we've got 100 decent ones left already, and they've only been in there a matter of couple of months.
Is there any way you could sort of sneak a few, save a few, and plant them in the other areas around the town? You know,
So that was the dead one out of place. Yeah, I don't know, David.
that's what I'm saying. Bend the rules a bit,
That's you know,
maybe.
I won't be wrong, but that's actually my book. That's bloody vandalism again, and that's really taking its toll on us. If I'm honest, you know, that's just like that is.
Everybody, to be honest with you, ain't just you.
Yeah, no, but that's you know.
It's sickening.
Well, yeah, you know, we try to.
Kids up there.
I know we're always, you know, that's the easiest thing in the world to criticise people, but you know, I like to think that my blokes do the best they can for the town.
Yeah.
And that's just the mindless food. We're paying we're wasting the time on doing their, well, not wasting the time, but we have to spend so much time on putting their things. You know,
They used to get vandalism on the play equipment at Orford Road.
yeah, we had some the other week, they smashed another section up. We were lucky enough to repair that in house, but.
All right then.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's out of the way, and it really is not overlooked. So as soon as Rick Kingsbury get some people in with that, hopefully.
As you could buy some bigger trees maybe with the money and dot them about round the edge or something.
I think it's the location, because if you take the camping land, there's
Yeah.
nothing done on there at all, has there?
Now,
I think that's something we need to bear in mind when we're planting future trees.
yeah,
is that
great.
If they're actually in more public areas, then they're less likely to be.
Yeah,
One of the things, I don't know whether we've got the money in the pot or not, but like where you see these wildlife cameras that trigger when somebody's around, if we could invest in one of them, I don't know how much one, I've got no idea.
A lot of money, Paul. Not a lot of money.
I don't know, I've got no idea.
No, but but if you take it to a logical conclusion, right? You've now got a camera with some kid who's vandalised loose trees. What are you going to do with it? Give it to police.
prosecuted.
You know,
I know it would be a nightmare, but it may be just enough to deter. You know, all you've got to do is report that we got the images of little Charlie Bloggs doing it, you know, and if you've got the word gets out, it makes.
Like just.
I tried that, I tried that, Pam. When those play equipment was first put up on Orford Road, there was some silly girl gave her details.
Yeah.
I went on Facebook, found the details and denounced her. Well, you should have heard it. She's my granddaughter. How dare you? She's underage and she's this. I said, hang on a sec. Why did an underage girl then be allowed to be up there doing that?
Yeah.
And we had a hell of a row on Facebook about it. But that's the point. The parents defended it. They said, well, that's only a bit of, that'll come off. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what they actually said.
We had CCTV of whoever did the bus stops when the new ones, when they were put
Yeah.
in, sent it to the
Did.
police and
Yeah.
they.
Yeah, waste of time. But when the parents and the grandparents defend what's been done and criticise someone for criticising it, no rules at all.
That's all pretty served.
Yeah, but no, that's what Granny
Used to be
said.
served down to 14.
Anyway,
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't know, there's not a lot we can really do, we just gotta have to live with it.
the
aren't we?
world, you can't. So,
I think we're getting near the end of it now.
I've got me going soon.
Yes, I buy.
Cemetery, anything on the cemetery, you can see the highlights from the annual tree survey?
Churchyard, yeah.
Church.
Cemetery, churchyard, sorry, I should say.
What happens with that now? Now you've got those reports and that obviously accept them. And they have to do works. Then what do? You commission it, you instruct them.
Well, yeah, so we had the tree survey done,
Yeah.
which as a council, all our trees are inspected biannually, but the lime trees, what they call lime avenue down the churchyard is annual. So that's what it was this year. So we had the tree survey done that highlighted five, I think, at one work. So I went out to 3 quotes, which you got on there. I've done that little breakdown table to try to, I did ask them to, because there's some works that additional works of bits down on the corner of Camp Land.
Yeah.
Just round the corner, the
Yeah.
chap got
Yeah.
branches against,
Yeah.
round the
Power cable.
power cables, which some have been cleared, but
You're
he
allowed to
would
do
like
that, some
it
of them.
more. And there's some dead wood there, and there's also a branch keep rubbing against his roof tiles and what have you. So I did ask the 3 contractors to separate, and you can see the bottom one didn't. But that's now to you to make a decision on.
Well, are
You
you
have, I mean, you know,
happy with the cheapest one?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. There you go then.
That's what I think I'll say at the end of the day. Look at the last column, and that's up to you which one. Yeah,
Well, I'll accept the cheapest one if you're happy with it.
yeah, yeah.
Have we got money in the budget for that?
Yes.
So,
Works in the budget.
yeah,
Yeah.
but in
Yeah.
answer to the question, Graham,
Yeah, sorry.
if you now go and start hacking about with those trees, do you do it off your own volition or do you have to?
No, they're all got TPUs on.
Yeah.
So each one of those within them quotes that, the second or third sentence down, and all the lime trees have TPUs. And we have to get a license off Breckland, but that the contractors apply for that.
Yeah.
Get that.
So
We
you'll
go.
now commission that and
Yeah.
that'll be done. We're the ones who are commissioning it.
Yeah.
I tell you, see, the reason I asked, because now come back to my old chestnut, there's that massive tree behind ours.
Yeah.
And I've got a structural engineer's report saying it's dangerous. Got witness statements saying it moved in the wind. Terribly, the ground moves. I've got permission from Brecon Council to take it down. So Swaffham Council could now do that.
Our tree report says that's 100% safe, and he had a word with you and your wife, didn't he?
No,
But yes, he did. He told you.
no, we did.
He just told me he just met with Councillor Edwards and his wife,
I've never spoken to the man.
like Andrew Coombs.
No,
All right.
no, I've never. You mean the tree surgeon man?
I apologise. Andrew Coombs, who does our tree.
No, you ain't got to apologise.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Silly. No, don't be silly.
I don't know if he'd know there'd be a Councillor Edwards thing. Right.
Oh, God, God knows, but he's never met with me.
All right. No, I wasn't a planned meeting. He was there doing the tree report, and
No.
apparently. That's fair enough.
No, I think that is.
So you're happy with English Woodland?
Agree, everybody agree?
Yeah.
The only thing I still come back to is what's going about that dangerous tree that I've got permission to take
Our
down.
reports, that's not dangerous, so.
Okay,
We can only go by these tree people surgeon.
but Breckland have approved it to come down.
I don't know.
So what do I do now then? I've done that, and Helen's acknowledged it and said that would be put into this and put into that. That's just going nowhere. Been on this 2 years now.
Did you ask for it to be cut down?
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got permission to take it down, and I've got witness
Well, I can
statements.
remember seeing the Breckland's response.
Yeah. So
I
what
can't
do I do
remember
now?
seeing a request to have that taken down.
So you want me to formally request it?
Yeah.
Okay, mate, fine. Why the heck? I'm assuming, Graham, I'm not saying you didn't, but I'm assuming that bloke actually told you that, because I've never met with him.
I went to meet him, I can't remember what day it was, but the first of May, was it? Probably on the previous page. I went to meet him and I was understood he'd got to be about 9, about 9:30. I walked up beside Iceland and the two blokes come walking out. I said, "What, you've already done it?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "And we just had a chat with a councillor Edwards," and stuff. I said, "Yes." And his wife, he was talking about the tall pines and asking, saying to me that there was movement in the ground. He said, and in my opinion, he said, I had a nice chat with him, he said, and gave my opinion. He said, and my opinion is that the ground hasn't moved through that tree.
I got people who saw it.
I know.
It was one of them. That was like that, you can see it. Anyway, by the by, what's his name? Coombs
Andrew Coombs.
of East English Woodland, yeah?
No. English Woodlands are the tree surgeons.
Okay.
You want the, can you go to the previous page, please?
Coombs.
Andrew Coombs. COOMBES.
Who's he then?
He is the no, that ain't actually on there, sorry. He is the tree arborist who do the reports. As opposed to, we have an independent one,
Yeah.
so we don't use the same person.
So what's his name?
Andrew Coombs.
Yeah, I know, the company.
Andrew Coombs, tree, that'd be on, yes.
Should be
It's only his own name.
very clear.
Oh, it don't come up very clear.
Well, don't bother. If
I can send the details to you.
you've just send
Yeah,
it.
it's true,
Yeah,
yeah.
just send the details
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's fascinating. That is.
Yeah.
Well, how odd.
I think if you want to follow that, it's the ball's in your court, isn't it, Rick?
Well, it is, yeah. Yeah. But all I'm saying is that if it's agreed it comes down, you just now take it down. That's what you're saying.
Once you've got
Yeah.
the license from Breckland.
Yeah, I've got that.
We'd have to get a quote on it because if it's a fairly big one, it could be a lot of, don't blame me, couldn't it?
Well, once, yeah, but like I said, all them trees got TPUs on them, so you just can't take them down. They've got to be in them.
But that is something within the remit of the council. That's all I'm getting
Got
at.
to agree that they would. pay
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying that is the council's remit to do that. That's okay. That's fine. That's okay. I'm finished. Right, go on.
A church wall.
Oh, can do, yeah, so, a bit of an update on that, that was originally agreed that we went out, just a refresher, we went out to quotes to have that section done. That was then decided to get a structural engineer's report from Plansell, which we did. That highlighted I was going to do the church side on. Now, Joe Warburton, what's his title, is yeah. He now wants to use the church wall as a training thing. He's prepared to pay for the repairs, and to factor in and get up to 15 people to learn how to repair an old wall.
That's good news,
And I
isn't
thought,
it?
great, yes. And I find that one.
No, that's good news.
He's looking at July time.
Yeah.
Last time.
I'd heard, Graham, because I know the people
I know.
in the old manor house, and they were saying, in the inverted commas, oh, bugger that, we'll pay to do it, we'll pay to have the whole thing rebuilt. But I don't know if they've not done that.
I haven't contacted us for that.
No. That's what they said one night, once you had a few drinks, so.
Yeah.
No, leave that then. Alleged.
Shambles, anything on the shambles at all?
I think Helen's still chasing.
Still chasing.
What is the shambles? What's the significance of that?
The right, deed of it or whatever it is.
Still,
been going for God knows how many years. That's something we need to really put some pressure on to get that sorted. I know it's not a major thing, but something that's been hanging around for a long time, isn't it?
Are we done, haven't we?
Now, agree the date, the next meeting, 31st of July, 12:30 here. That's about it.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has got any comments?
Well, not outside the meeting, but can we sit down sometime and have any good conversation? We've got that farm to talk about. Something to be done with that.
Yeah.
We've got